Hello, it's Friday the 30th of November, and in this video I'm just going to look at the latest EuroMillions result. I'm going to analyse the numbers and make a prediction for the next drop, which is tonight. This is my ticket from the last draw. I got two numbers, so I won £2.60. If you watched my last video, you'll know that the numbers I picked weren't the same as these numbers that are on my ticket, and the reason why is because one of the numbers, number 4, the main number 4, just popped into my head for no reason, and I decided that even though there weren't really anything pointing to number 4 when I looked at the main charts, I still picked number 4 just because it pops into my head, so I had to pick it. And thanks to that, I actually won something for a change. So the number I swapped it for was number 50, I think. So yeah, I swapped number 50 on my ticket for number 4. So good job I did, really. Anyway, the numbers that I predicted were 4 and 16. So that's the only bit that I got right, even though there were not pointing to these numbers on the main charts. The numbers that were outstanding were these numbers, so on the main number side it were these ones, but I still picked 4 and 16, and those two came out, so I got that right. So if you look at the charts for numbers paired with 16, then you can see that main number 4 was most frequent with 16. 16 was most overdue with 17, which stood out as most frequent in the recent history since the star numbers went up to 12, and star numbers, well, 11 pointed to star number 2 as most overdue, and number 2 pointed to main number 16 and main number 32. So 17 led to 16 and 11, 11 led to star number 2, and 16 led to 4, star number 2, star number 11, star number 2 pointed to 32. So the only number that none of the other numbers pointed to was 18. So all the other numbers were predictable except that one, and I predicted 2 of them, so that's my analysis. So if I look at a chart for main number 4 with machine 2 and set of balls 1, then you can see that star number 2, looking at just the 3 draws where that's occurred, star number 2 was most overdue for its frequency. So looking at recent history since star numbers went up to 12, you can see there's 17 most frequent on that chart. So Anyway, now that those numbers have come out, the chart now looks like this. So recently drawn numbers at the bottom, and the rest of the numbers stay where they are. So this is looking at on the right, it's the star numbers since they went up to 12. So you can see that star number 4 stands out on that as most overdue for its frequency. And on the main number side, 17 is still most frequent, and 20 is most overdue for its frequency on that side. And if we look at full draw history for the main numbers, then the chart looks like this. And the most frequent number is 50. Most overdue for its frequency is 11, and the most overdue is 11 and 22, both equally most overdue. So those are the most outstanding numbers. And if we look at the analyzer, then these are all the numbers that now stand out. And tonight's draw, 30th of November, it's the last draw in November, and this month it's been machine 2, set of balls 1. So they're probably going to use the same machine and set of balls in tonight's draw, and then after that it'll be changing for the next month. And so if you're following this one number up pick strategy, then you still need to put one line on main number 11 at a cost of £1.50 to try and win £10. And if you've been following this strategy since draw 1080, when the EuroMillions up picks began, you'd now be up to £81. So the strategy seems to work. So if you're following that strategy, just put a one number up pick on 11. Back to the analyzer. So for machine 2 and set of balls 1, recent history, these are the numbers that stand out. So let's see what numbers stand out with these numbers. So these are the ones that stand out with these numbers, and then also we've got 27, 17, 50, 20 and 11. So let's see what stands out with 27, and let's have a look at 11, because I'm going to put a one number up pick on 11 anyway, sometime in next half an hour. So I'm going to try and make this video quick. Star number 4 is most overdue for its frequency, and for machine 2 set of balls 1, the one that's most overdue for its frequency is star number 8. So these are the numbers that stand out with the numbers that stand out. So let's see what coincidences we get. So there's all the coincidences. So if all these most outstanding numbers happen to come out together, that's the coincidences we get. But that's highly unlikely to happen. But I'm going to put them on anyway, see what happens. So anyway, that just about wraps up this video. So I'm going to upload it so you get time to watch it before you pick your numbers and put your ticket on. So bye for now.